You want to start your long-term food storage, right? Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, or perhaps recent events have made you realize the importance of being prepared. You want to be prepared, but you're also not trying to break the bank. It's a delicate balance, trying to ensure your family's safety without overspending. You're not alone. It's common sense to have some extra food on hand, but finding a way to do it affordably, that's the key. Many families are in the same boat, looking for ways to stretch their dollars while still being prepared for the unexpected. You see, it used to be just a normal thing, having a pantry and some backup supplies. Back in the day, people didn't rely on daily trips to the store. They planned ahead and made sure they had what they needed. My grandparents, they lived through the Depression, and let me tell you, that changes a person. They learned the hard way about the importance of being prepared, and those lessons were passed down through the generations. They were always stocking up on deals, making sure there was enough to go around. They knew the value of a dollar and how to make it stretch, a skill that's just as valuable today. My parents, they picked up some of those habits too, so I grew up thinking everybody had a little extra tucked away. It was just part of life, a safety net that provided comfort and security. Turns out that's not the case, but it should be. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to forget the importance of having a well-stocked pantry, but it's a lesson we can't afford to ignore. You never know what's going to happen, and being prepared just gives you peace of mind. Whether it's a natural disaster, economic downturn, or just a bad storm, having that extra food can make all the difference. So, if you're ready to take control of your family's security and build up a solid 6 month to a year's worth of food, you're in the right place. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving and ensuring your loved ones are taken care of. And let me tell you, Costco is your new best friend. With bulk buying and great deals, it's the perfect place to start your journey towards a well-stocked pantry. We're going to go through the 10 absolute must-have prepper items you can get at Costco without emptying your wallet. Stick with me, and you'll see how easy and affordable it can be to ensure your family's safety and well-being. Alright, number 1 on our list is a no-brainer: rice. This humble grain has been a cornerstone of diets around the world for centuries. Specifically, we're talking about those big old 25-pound bags of long grain rice you can get at Costco for about 11 bucks. That's right, a massive bag that can feed you for weeks, all for the price of a couple of fancy coffees. $11. You can't beat that. It's an absolute steal, especially when you consider how much food you're getting. Now, rice is a staple food for a reason. It's not just about the price, it's about the versatility and the nutritional value it brings to the table. It's versatile, it's filling, and it stores like a dream. You can make a myriad of dishes with it, and it fits into almost any cuisine. We're talking years of shelf life if you keep it dry and keep those little critters out. Proper storage is key here, folks. Just imagine, a natural disaster hits, the power's out, but you're cool as a cucumber because you've got rice for days. It's a comforting thought knowing you have a reliable food source in times of need. And don't think for a second that rice has to be boring. With a little creativity, you can turn it into a culinary masterpiece. We're talking stir-fries, rice and beans, more on that later, fried rice, rice pudding. The possibilities are endless. You can even make sushi if you're feeling adventurous. Pro tip: grab a few of those oxygen absorber packets online and toss them in with your rice. These little packets can make a big difference. It'll help keep it fresher for even longer. No one likes stale rice, and these packets are a simple solution. Trust me, your future self will thank you. A well-stocked pantry is a happy pantry, and rice is the foundation of that happiness. Next up, we're moving on to another pantry staple: beans. These little legumes are often overlooked, but they are a true powerhouse in any kitchen. And when I say beans, I'm talking about those hefty 25-pound bags of pinto beans you can snag at Costco for around $20.89. That's a lot of bang for your buck. Now, beans are like the marathon runners of the food storage world. They've got an incredibly long shelf life, especially if you store them properly in airtight containers. This means you can buy in bulk without worrying about them going bad anytime soon. We're talking years, folks, years. Imagine having a reliable food source that can last you through tough times without losing its nutritional value. But here's where beans really shine. Protein. They're packed with it. In fact, beans are one of the best plant-based sources of protein you can find. They also come with a good dose of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. And when the going gets tough and meat is scarce, you'll be thanking your lucky stars you've got a stockpile of these protein powerhouses. They can be a lifesaver in emergency situations. Plus, beans are incredibly versatile. You can use them in soups, stews, chilies, dips, you name it. They can be the star of the dish or a hearty addition to any meal. Whether you're making a spicy chili, a creamy bean dip, or a comforting stew, beans can do it all. They add a hearty, satisfying texture and a boost of nutrition that'll keep you going strong. They add a hearty, satisfying texture and a boost of nutrition that'll keep you going strong. Plus, they're great for your heart and digestive health. And here's a bonus tip. Did you know you can actually sprout pinto beans and grow your own bean sprouts? It's a fun and easy way to add some fresh greens to your diet. Talk about a renewable food source. Not only do you get the benefits of dried beans, but you can also enjoy fresh, crunchy sprouts in your salads and sandwiches. Now let's talk about a true prepper's secret weapon, wheat berries. These little nutritional powerhouses are like the Energizer Bunny of the food storage world. They just keep going and going. At Costco, you can often find these bad boys in 45-pound buckets, and let me tell you, those buckets are like gold in a crisis. We're talking about a grain that can last for decades if stored properly in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers. Decades, folks. Now I know what you're thinking. Wheat berries? What am I going to do with those? Well, for starters, you can grind them into flour. That's right, fresh, homemade flour for all your baking needs, even when the grocery stores are bare. But wheat berries are more than just flour. You can cook them up like rice or oatmeal, add them to soups and stews for extra texture and nutrition, or even sprout them for fresh greens. The possibilities are endless. Baby wipes, the unsung heroes of hygiene. Alright, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about something that might not be food, but is absolutely essential in an emergency: baby wipes. And no, you don't have to have a baby to appreciate the magic of these little lifesavers. When water is scarce or access to showers is limited, baby wipes become your new best friend. They're perfect for cleaning up spills, wiping down surfaces, and of course keeping yourself feeling fresh and clean. And let's be real, in a stressful situation, a little bit of personal hygiene can go a long way in boosting morale and keeping spirits high. Trust me, you'll be grateful for that feeling of cleanliness when things get tough. Canned goods, comfort food in a crisis. Now let's talk about comfort food, because let's face it, when the world feels like it's falling apart, a little bit of comfort goes a long way. That's where canned goods come in. Costco is a haven for bulk shoppers, and their canned goods aisle is no exception. You can find everything from soups and chilies to fruits and vegetables, all at prices that won't break the bank. And the best part? Canned goods have a long shelf life, making them ideal for emergency food storage. Just make sure to check those expiration dates every now and then and rotate your stock. Pet food. Don't forget your furry friends. Now, we can't forget about our furry family members, can we? Just like us, our pets need to eat. And in an emergency situation, their food supply is just as important as ours. Costco offers a variety of pet food options in bulk sizes, so you can stock up and ensure your furry friends are well fed no matter what comes your way. And remember, just like with human food, it's important to rotate your pet food supply regularly to ensure freshness. Water, the elixir of life. Alright folks, let's talk about the most essential item on our list: water. You can live without food for a surprisingly long time, but water is a non-negotiable. The general rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 2 weeks. That means for a family of 4, you're looking at 56 gallons of water. That might sound like a lot, but trust me, it's better to have too much than not enough. Now you can buy bottled water at Costco, which is perfectly fine, but it can get pricey. A more cost-effective option is to buy large, reusable water containers and fill them yourself. Just make sure to sanitize the containers thoroughly before filling them. Peanut butter, the energy booster. Let's talk about a delicious and nutritious source of energy that also happens to have a long shelf life: peanut butter. That's right, peanut butter is a prepper's best friend. It's packed with protein, healthy fats, and calories, making it a great option for a quick energy boost or a satisfying snack. Plus, it's relatively inexpensive, especially when you buy it in bulk at Costco. Cooking oil, the kitchen essential. Now, let's talk about a kitchen essential that often gets overlooked in emergency preparedness: cooking oil. You might not think about it much, but cooking oil is essential for a variety of cooking methods, from frying to baking, and while it doesn't have the longest shelf life compared to some of the other items on our list, it's still important to have a good supply on hand. Costco offers a variety of cooking oils in bulk sizes, so you can stock up without breaking the bank. Honey, nature's liquid gold. Finally, let's talk about a sweet treat that also happens to be a survivalist's secret weapon, honey. That's right, honey is a natural antibacterial and antifungal agent, making it a valuable addition to any emergency kit. It can be used to soothe sore throats, treat burns and wounds, and even boost your energy levels. Plus, it lasts virtually forever, so you can buy it once and forget about it. Outrow, be prepared, not scared. There you have it, folks, 10 must-have prepper items that you can pick up at Costco without breaking the bank. Remember, the goal here isn't to be scared, it's to be prepared. Having a well-stocked pantry with a 6-month to a year's worth of food and supplies gives you peace of mind, knowing that you and your family can weather any storm.